I am vengeance. I am Batman. No, I am Batman. No, I am Batman. Martha! Hey everyone, I am Hawkillies, and we did it. We lived through the Dome. Thunderdome? No. DC's Fandome. Day one, at least. The superhero giant decided to bypass all COVID time events and hold their own virtual convention, complete with guest appearances, panels, and world premiere announcements. Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League are the talk of the gaming world right now. There's a lot of speculation on what the final iteration of these games will be. Will they have a single player, or will they be a fully co-op experience with live gameplay elements? Thanks, Avengers. But on the movie side of things, DC did what could be described as the most they've shown their cards to date. The Snyder Cut on HBO Max, The Suicide Squad directed by James Gunn, Matt Reeves' The Batman, Patty Jenkins and Wonder Woman 1984. There is so much content being put out that it's hard to keep up with it all. But that's exactly the point. Stop watching everything. Here's a little history lesson. In May of 2008, Marvel put out Iron Man to critical acclaim and ended it on 3 words that changed the entertainment industry. Let me know if you've heard this one before. The Avengers Initiative. It was a statement of intent, one that most people didn't quite believe. You see, up until that point, comic book movies had been filled with Easter eggs and one-liners that didn't really amount to anything. Then, 1 month later, The Incredible Hulk was released to theaters, and Marvel floored moviegoers again when Robert Downey Jr. appeared in the post-credits scene. From there, we were off to the races. Marvel rewrote the cinematic rulebook. From then on out, sequels and trilogies weren't enough. You needed a universe to be considered successful. At the time, DC was enjoying the enormous success of Christopher Nolan's Batman films. A month after The Incredible Hulk, The Dark Knight releases to theaters and becomes the 4th highest grossing movie of all time. But the writing was on the wall, and with Nolan's trilogy coming to an end soon, DC was looking for its next big thing. And then, for various reasons, it all went wrong. A big part of it was Justice League already being in production before Batman vs. Superman was released to pretty widespread boos. This exposed a pretty fatal flaw in DC's movie plan. You needed to see Man of Steel to enjoy Batman vs. Superman, and you needed to see BVS to enjoy the Justice League. These movies were sequels to each other. The big team-up movie wasn't the culmination of a whole universe coming together. It was a part 3. And if people didn't enjoy part 1 or 2, your audience for part 3 is going to be pretty diluted. And that's what happened. Many of the fans weren't happy. Heck, many of the actors weren't happy. And DC's slate was falling apart. So, DC came to a fork in the road. Do they reboot? Start all over and recast all your favorite heroes and start again? Or do they double down with what they've built with the audience that's stuck with the narrative? The answer? They experimented. Suicide Squad comes out, and it's okay, but Margot Robbie is universally praised for her portrayal of Harley Quinn. Keep her. Give her her own movie. You like the Joker but not Jared Leto? Cool. Here's Joaquin Phoenix in a completely different universe. And it works. No, guys, like it really works. Joker becomes the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. Birds of Prey is released and is critically praised. Aquaman's solo movie is released and is pretty divorced from the original version of the character in Justice League. And people are happy with it, which leads us to DC's Fandome announcements. What started as experiments can be seen in the currently announced slate as a full-blown revolt against the cinematic trend. No one is doing the cinematic universe as well as Marvel. Many have tried. DC tried. What they decided to do instead was to dive headfirst into what they were already famous for. A multiverse. The days of DC banning Smallville from using Batman are over. There are currently 5 live-action iterations of Batman, either on television or coming to theaters. And you don't have to watch them all. You can enjoy Robert Pattinson and not care about Ben Affleck. Speed through Central City with Grant Gustin and not watch Ezra Miller. And that right there is the crux of DC's new strategy. Yes, they have big tentpole films coming that they hope will have mass appeal, but they don't depend on the vision and tone of what came before it. DC is finally embracing its comic book roots and that there is something for everyone. And if it's not there now, don't worry, it will be soon. Wonder Woman 1984 looks beautiful as a neon pop superpowered period piece. The Suicide Squad is a war movie with zany characters. The Batman, a dark mystery thriller. And The Flash, a multiverse bending team up. All in all, DC has decided to do it differently. It's paid off so far and they've shown their intent to double down. Like what you like, consume the content you want, and don't worry about missing the rest. But I want to know, what's your most anticipated upcoming DC project? Let me know in the comments section down below. If you want to be friends, come find me on social media. I'll leave it right there on the screen. We also have a new Discord, that's in the description as well. Plus, if you can right or kick that subscribe button and henching that like button into a blue boy, I would be super happy. It would help a lot. And that is the end of this video. So, with no further ado, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.